Hey, the stream is starting soon. Just let me set up everything and we'll start with a second Cyberpunk 2077 Q&A. Just give me a sec. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you didn't wait for a long time. I really try my best to start these streams as fast as I can. So this is a second stream for tonight. The first one was just a Q&A, like a normal Q&A. We did not discuss Cyberpunk so much, but tonight I'm going to go and talk about Cyberpunk 2077. We're going to talk about the game, and I'm going to use this stream to basically hear your opinion about the game. If you have any questions whatsoever about the game, just let me know. Alright. Stream the launch game, man. Just click the button to release the game to Steam. Well, Tomer, my man, I wish I could do that. That would be amazing. If I had an opportunity to actually release Cyberpunk, I would do it straight away. I would hold the world hostage. It's like 2 million and I'm going to release Cyberpunk now. Hey Kenyon, what's up, my man? What's up? Time to hype more. Yes, we're gonna hype some more about Cyberpunk 2077. Your beard is fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, tonight's stream is going to, well, tonight, in my place, I don't know, if you're watching from the United States, it's probably not, it's like, what, 5 p.m. at your place? I have no idea where they're watching from, but, anyway, you can be watching from anywhere in the world. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. We're gonna try to have an amazing time on this stream, and it's going to be great. Now, first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to Cyberpunk 2077 is something that I found just now. Is this music too loud, by the way? I'm trying to... If the music is too loud, just tell me. I'll lower the volume a bit, because I have no idea. I'm getting one signal. I don't know what you're hearing, so yeah. Anyway, I just saw right now in one of the websites, I don't know if this is legit, but Doug Cockle, basically the guy that voiced Geralt of Rivia, wants to work on Cyberpunk 2077, and the title of the article is a bit clickbaitish. I'm going to leave you a link in the comments, in the live chat. So basically, it says here that Doug Cockle, the guy that voiced Geralt of Rivia, wants to work on Cyberpunk 2077. Now, of course, he joked with, people from CDPR to, like, be in an Easter egg or have a certain role in the game. And my idea is that he could be in a game, but as an Easter egg. And we talked about Easter eggs in Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah, we talked about Easter eggs in Cyberpunk 77 and how there's a possibility that I'm going to lower the volume of this music, by the way. It's the lowest that I can put it on, honestly. But basically, I already discussed a possibility of having the Witcher Easter egg in Cyberpunk 2077, which could happen honestly, but I don't think it's going to be anything major, because, you know, Easter eggs are made when developers have free time on their hands. Usually, sometimes the management wants to put in some Easter eggs, and that's basically agreed when the development of the game is going. But if a developer wants to put in a certain Easter egg in the game, it's basically of his own free will. If he has time to work on it, then amazing. Yeah, so Doug Cockle wants to work on Cyberpunk because he enjoys working with CDPR, and that's amazing because he's a great guy, and he's probably going to have some role in Cyberpunk 2077. Nothing major, probably something like an Easter egg. Maybe he, as Doug Cockle, is going to be an Easter egg, who knows. Darth Raver 86, what's up LKM? Nothing much, I decided to stream a bit. It is Saturday and it's a shit weather outside and I don't want to go out tonight, so I just wanted to talk about Cyberpunk a bit. Hopefully it's going to be a good stream, and that all of you are going to enjoy this. Again, if you have any questions whatsoever about Cyberpunk 2077, anything you want to talk about, just tell me in the comments, live chat. I always say comment section below because every time I end the video. Okay, hopefully this is not going to happen. I'm good. Am I good? I have no idea. Let me work on these settings a bit, because I don't want anything to happen before we... Let's try this. Hopefully the stream is not going to be all sucky now. I don't know, you tell me if the stream is good. I have no idea. I'm still waiting for a better upload speed so I can stream video games, because that's the idea behind these streams, is to be able to stream video games, to play some video games, hopefully. I have no idea. Raphael, hopefully you're going to hear this. You make good content, keep it up. Thank you, my man. I try my best to make good content as much as I can. You're a goof. Good, I know. Thank you. Hey, last. Hey, Alpha26. What's up? Nice nickname, I love it. Alpha26. Whoa. Hey, Sefraka. It's going good, really good. I'm enjoying my Saturday nights here in my house because I didn't want to go out tonight. I've been going out for the past 5 days and I really wanted to take a break a bit and really enjoy talking about Cyberpunk, etc, etc. Hopefully the stream health is going to be good, because I don't want the stream to be a bummer, because I'm already at my lowest settings. Again, I'm sorry if the quality of the stream is shit, but that's the only quality I can take from this and actually not you know, disconnect while streaming. But you're my go-to source for Cyberpunk. Thank you so much. No, thank you for watching, man. It's because of people like you who watch my videos is the reason why I'm making Cyberpunk videos. Because when I started making Cyberpunk videos, the first one that I made, Everything We Know About Cyberpunk 2077, it was a big boom for the channel. I never thought that my channel is going to turn into Cyberpunk channel in a way. And I don't want to become like only one game channel, you know, the channels that only talk about one game, and when the game dies down, so does the channel. So always try to find something which is going to be both entertaining for me and for the viewers. And that is why I talk about Cyberpunk, because I love the game, I love the genre, and it's CDPR, so I already had a lot of people that watched my Witcher videos, so they kind of just, you know, started watching Cyberpunk. Sorry about the Witcher 1 Let's Play. I'm working on it, okay? Rosen asks, what do you think about Night City's map? What do you think Night City's map will be like? Separate districts similar to The Witcher 3 or interconnected like GTA? I would honestly have a map which is in like the one in GTA, where we don't have limitations to go from one side to another. Again, Witcher is also, you know, an open world, but having like interconnected map like in GTA is going to give you so much more freedom. And because there are speculations that we are going to have flying cars or some sort of transportation in the game, my idea is to really have an open map that we can explore, meet different districts, because every single district in Night City is going to be different, and you're going to go from, for example, combat zone to a district that is where those big corporations are. So we're going to see like poverty and then the high and rich life that is present in the Night City. So I would rather have that, to have the whole spectrum on one open map to be able to explore. Now again, depending on the story and the level design and how, you know, CDPR wants us to actually go through the map is going to be up to them. But we saw in The Witcher that we had this freedom to go anywhere we wanted to go. So I'm certain that it's going to be something like that. You can go through the world, do side quests, do main missions, and just enjoy yourself. Yeah, so that's a great question, man. That's a great question. Hey LKM, Van Dreyer says, I wanted to ask if the game's multiplayer is going to be like Destiny's or The Divisions, where the multiplayer is in a single player, or would it be like GT Online, where it's separate? That's also a good question. Now, so far I can only speculate on the multiplayer. We have no information whatsoever about the multiplayer, how it's going to be implemented. Honestly, in my opinion, I would rather have something like The Division, where you have one part of the map where you can play with other people. My idea, and I really thought about this, is that Combat Zone could serve as something as like that multiplayer area where you go to get better items, etc, and play with other people. So Combat Zone could definitely have some sort of a I don't know, opportunity to serve as a multiplayer area. Now, is it going to be like that? I have no idea. It's still up to them. I can only speculate right now. These are just ideas. I don't have any solid information about it so far, so yeah, I can only speculate. But having something like The Division where we have one part of the map to play with other players is amazing. Honestly, I love that idea more than having people join into your game and play co-op. Again, that's not a bad idea also, but having one zone that is going to be multiplayer is, for me, a good idea, because I loved the concept that The Division had. Like, it was still, you know, that game had problems at launch, but the idea of Combat Zone and, you know, like The Division has, is amazing, and I would love to have that. Do you think this will be a big combat heavy game or have a little combat? It's going to have combat, don't worry about that. Witcher had a lot of action, it had a lot of, well, not cutscenes, dialogue, but I think this is going to be a big combat or heavy, I don't know what to say. My brain's... yeah, so it's going to have a lot of combat, don't worry about that. You're going to shoot a lot of stuff. Now, I'm guessing you're going to have different ways of killing your enemies, maybe using stealth, maybe blowing them to pieces, but it's going to be a combat-heavy game with a lot of dialogue and, you know, good written dialogue that CDPR does, actually. Hey, Nelly, Neliel? Is that how you pronounce it? When Elix comes out, are you going to do a full let's play or stream big parts of it? Love your videos, by the way. Thank you, man. If my internet, if I get fiber, I'm going to stream the game, make videos about the game. If I'm not able to stream that, I'm going to make a lot of videos on it. Now, if I'm going to do like a let's play, which is going to be like, which is going to be like separate videos, I have no idea. I have to decide. But I would love to stream it. By the way, it's a big game. It's going to take me a lot of time to do a let's play, and you know how well I don't do that, because I'm always busy with other stuff. But yeah, don't worry. I know the question is off topic, but yeah, I'm going to probably stream it if I get the fiber, and I'm going to make a lot of videos on it, so don't worry about that. I would like to focus on Cyberpunk a lot more now, because like last Cyberpunk live stream that I did, and some people got in, I was talking about something different, and they were like, I thought this was Cyberpunk Q&A, but yeah, still. Don't worry. You can ask some off-topic questions. I'm more than happy to answer this. Oh, Alpha26. Do you think Siri is going to be tied into Cyberpunk? I get a lot of questions about Siri in Cyberpunk, and I always share like, yes, there is a theory, and it has been somewhat confirmed that The Witcher and Cyberpunk are in the same universe, I mean, same CDPR universe, because Siri was talking about Night City as an Easter egg in The Witcher 3, you can look that up. But I would rather think of that cutscene more like an Easter egg on Cyberpunk rather than being, you know, connected, those two worlds being connected. So Siri could appear in Cyberpunk 2077, but it's probably going to be like an Easter egg. I don't think she's going to be a major part of that game, which is okay, because CDPR definitely wants to keep those two games apart. You can't live off of the old glory forever, but you know, The Witcher was such a huge part of that company. It's the video game that brought them to the scene, that they're definitely going to include something related to Siri or to The Witcher. Who knows? Let's see. Yeah. I expect it to be like The Witcher, with more open world, freedom, more interesting items, but I wanted to also have a loot system like Diablo 2 and complex, skill-free, like for a lot of theory craft. Yes, that's a really good thinking there. Yeah, definitely that's it. Every single game, including Cyberpunk, like every RPG, needs to have a lot of different elements that make it a good RPG, from the level design to faction system to combat to loot system, and you need to mix up all of those things to make it interesting, to make it, you know, a good RPG with also heavy dialogue, heavy decisions that will reflect on the later progress of your character and the game, because an RPG is also a game that is heavily connected with you as a character, and not only for the story. So your character has to develop, and you have to develop your character to serve the story, to progress through the story, and depending on your choices and how you want to be as a character, either good or evil, that can result, you know, in a more complex situations. So I want Cyberpunk to be that. An RPG which is going to focus on my character a lot, where my decisions will count, so decisions that I make and how I do stuff in Cyberpunk. I want it to reflect the world, and I just want to feel like a normal guy in the Night City. I don't want to be some overpowered guy, I just want to be the guy that's going to go through different situations, and depending on my choices, it's going to develop the story. That's what I want Cyberpunk to be, and also with amazing combat. So yeah, it's always with the loot system. You know, The Witcher had a really good loot system. The Witcher 3 had a really good loot system. You can find different weapons in different locations, hidden treasure and that kind of stuff. So it could have something like that. We're going to just use different areas of the map to get different equipment for our character. Gandalf, hi my man, welcome to the stream. Do you think it's going to have safe houses and buildings you can buy in general? You can, yeah, I think that would be amazing. Yeah, having, you know, safe houses and that kind of stuff would be amazing. Well, we do need to somehow have like an HQ or a base. In The Witcher, we didn't need to have that. Well, in the Blood and Wine, we got an opportunity to buy ourselves a mansion. To get a mansion. But to have a safe house or a place to stay in general would be cool, but I don't think they're going to go too much into buying buildings and that kind of stuff, but we'll see. Next question. Oh, we have like 17 people watching. Hey, that's cool. Would you think it would be good if Cyberpunk would implement a system where you can switch and customize your cybernetics? Yes. Where you can change what kind of legs you have, where you can choose if you want to run fast or jump high. That's a really good question. Having different cybernetics and choosing between different cybernetics would be amazing to have, mostly you know, working on your abilities and what character you want to develop and how you want to go through those missions. So having a stuff like that where you can buy different cybernetics for your character to benefit you playing the game and how you want to be as a character would be amazing. Also, it would be cool if we had an opportunity to really stay away from those cybernetics or to go heavily into cybernetics, but we know what happens when you you take too much cybernetics. Your humanity index goes out and basically you become a psycho. So having that, you know, thing where you can really think about your character, and if you want to have more cybernetics and how to use those cybernetics and not have cybernetics at all, is amazing. Ghost in the Shell anime and you know, the anime movie and the anime TV series really talk a lot about cybernetics in general, also do sex talk about cybernetics in general, and where you have people that want to go heavily into cybernetics and some people want to stay away from it. So it would be cool if we as a character would, I just hit my microphone, could do something like that to either become a, you know, a guy that's full of upgrades and be strong, or go to their other side and not use those cybernetics and see how that's going to benefit us as a character. So we'll have to see. Let's play old games. Hello dude, what's up? Let's see, since Cyberpunk RPG has a heavy emphasis on role-playing, customization and character development, do you think that that depth will turn off casual mainstream gamers? It's really up to the game design. You know, CDPR as a company has to target gamers. It needs to target you know, mature gamers, because that's the that's what's going to say about the game. It's going to be for a mature audience. They talked about it. They want a mature audience to play that game. Now, obviously, younger people will play that game. You can't really, you know, decide who's playing your game. But it's mostly making the UI and everything simple. Well, not too simple, but understandable is what is going to keep the people playing that game. So you have to balance between heavy RPG elements with a lot of micromanagement, and have elements of the game that are fun and relaxing and not so complicated. So mixing those things up is definitely going to result in mainstream gamers or casual gamers playing that game and not quitting and staying away from the game because it's too complicated. They're definitely going to work on that to adapt the game not just towards hardcore RPG fans, but to pretty much people that love the genre and want to play that game. So yeah, it's what every company does. Of course, you do have complicated games that are not played by that many people, but if you see like a lot of big games, like esports games, are really like, well, not complicated in micromanagement, but they're very complicated games, and you still have a lot of people playing it. And you have people that go casual in it, you have people that really focus on the game and think about everything. So it's in like every game, and that's going to be with Cyberpunk 2077. You're going to have people that are going to play the game and think about some elements of it, just go through the missions. You're going to have people that are going to think about strategies and character development and everything. So yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay, my mouse is not working. Oh, it is working, okay. Ooh, we have a lot of comments here, guys. We have a lot of comments. You think enemy is gonna be bullet spongy with weapons you have? Yeah, that's the thing with games like these, that enemies could have a certain HP, and we know how bad it can be when you shoot like 100 bullets into a character for him to die. But it could depend, like the Borderlands has, something like that, but still you don't feel like you're giving too much bullets into the enemy. So, not shooting too long into an enemy is definitely okay. So, for example, if you could even have 3 bullets kill an enemy, he's down, like a normal guy, I would go down with that. I would rather have that than to have like enemies with huge HP and you need to spray like 1,000 bullets into him. So it really depends from the enemies probably have a visible HP, still depending on the game. No, yes, I talk about the release dates a lot. If they do announce the game, like officially announce the game in 2018, we could either have it at the end of 2018 or 2019. Yeah. But there's also a possibility to have this game released even further in like 2019, 2020. I still don't know on what stage of development are they, but we are not getting a lot of info. When we start getting more info, like more screenshots, more images, more talk around it, then you can kind of expect something like an announcement. Until then, there is really nothing. But it would be cool to see this game in 2018, at least something new that we can talk about, and then when you release it, it's up to them. It could be the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. Yeah, and then there is the idea of having this game released in between 2019 and 2020. Whew. Damn, that's I'm going to be so old when this game comes out. Is the story going to be about the woman in the trailer? I hope so. She is hot AF. Well, I don't know. This could, this trailer could serve something as a showcase, but generally I think they're going to give us a lot more freedom when we choose our characters. So basically, customize our character, play how we want to play, as male, female, and whatever, because we're going to have a huge emphasis on our character development. I think they're going to give us a lot more freedom, like Fallout and Bethesda, the Elder Scrolls kind of a freedom with creating our character and, leveling up and doing that. Let's see. Do you think we're going to have a skill system similar to The Witcher 3, or maybe similar to something like augmentation system from Deus Ex? I don't know, since, we're not this superhuman fighter like we are in The Witcher. Geralt, can use different abilities to enhance himself. I would rather have something like the system from Deus Ex, but again, the theory that I was talking about where you get to choose not to use augmentation and all, then you're going to lack a lot more without those augmentations, so they have to balance that a lot to have abilities which are going to result, you know, in your character being ready to fight against the enemies with or without augmentations. So it really depends. But yeah. Well, 2019 is the date, the grant ends, but CDPR has never said 2019 grant date coincides with the release date. Yeah. We'll see about that. Usually they got the money for development from the government, from Poland and from other investors. So yeah. One thing, it's amazing because CDPR is a company that has to be public about their development. So they usually host these report sessions that talk about the progress of the company, so you can have a lot of info then. Of course, they're not going to reveal everything there, but you get some info. Oh, let's see. Side topic. Let's see. Will you be covering Kingdom Come Deliverance when it releases? Probably. I had an idea to talk about that game. There's so many games coming out that it's just insane to talk about all of them. So yeah, there was a lot of games I wanted to cover, and at the end I didn't. But it really depends how much time do I have, because I want to work on a lot more games, because I don't want to turn into a channel with only one game and only one, you know, genre. Let's see. Ooh, a lot of comments, hard to read. Yeah. So as I'm telling you, when we get more info like screenshots and that kind of stuff, then you can expect something of a trailer and reveal date. Until then, you know, we're not getting a lot of info. Everything I talked about in the past was from the interviews and from speculation, but it's hard to speculate on something that you just know so little about. It's so hard to speculate, and now we have a lot of Cyberpunk videos coming out. When I started doing this, there wasn't a lot, but now we have a lot of people covering this game, and I'm not talking in a bad way. You know, community is expanding, which is amazing, which is great. I think everyone should, if they want to talk about this game. It's amazing. We get to speculate more and just, you know, try to uncover what this game could look like. But if we just have a lot more, just a little bit more information, like one screenshot, that would be great, or just one wallpaper, because I'm so hard to find, you know, wallpapers for a thumbnail in like the Cyberpunk videos. Let's see. What do you think would be a great addition to Cyberpunk 2077? Oh, there's so many things I can talk about. Great addition. Well, it's obviously going to have a really good combat system. I already talked about you being able to choose whether to use, you know, augmentations or not. That's a really nice addition, to be able to choose yes or no. Also a great addition for me to customize my weapons and my armor to make it something like of my own, because if it's going to have something like a multiplayer, I want to stand out. That would be amazing. So yeah, that's some of the things I would love to for Cyberpunk to have. I hope that the city is going to be rich of immersion. Yes. Having a city where people are living their lives, something is happening all the time. That's what I want to see, and that's what those details make the game. And you know, CDPR is amazing at adding detail. Yeah, so yeah, they obviously need time to develop Cyberpunk 2077. It takes a lot of time to work on this game, but I'm certain they will do a great job. Again, there comes the problem of overhyping the game. I get those comments a lot. Do you think that you're going to overhype the game? What do you think about that? Like, honestly, you know, hype can kill a game. It definitely can. But it's not the hype so much as it is with developers. Like, sometimes they will market the game in some way that's going to look amazing, and when it comes out it becomes so bad. And you know, hype was the reason, because people were so excited because it looked good. In the end it kind of failed. But there was a huge hype around The Witcher, and when it came out it was a great game. So, you know, it's a process. I hit my microphone a lot. So yeah, it's a process, it takes time, and you know, talking about this game is good, speculating about this game is good, but there's a certain line I wouldn't cross. Like, there are some things that I don't want to talk about yet until I get more info. Some things I talk about because I assume it could happen. I always mention if it's speculation. If I have a source, you know, I put it in the description. Now, this source, it can be reliable, maybe it's not, maybe it is, but I leave a source where I read that. Now, I also always try to find if that source is reliable or not, but it's so hard with these web pages now. We have a lot of web pages appearing every single day that talk about Cyberpunk, so it is hard. Let's see. I hope and pray this game is in third person. Yeah, that's the thing people discuss a lot. If this game is going to be in third person or a first person. I don't know. I honestly have no problem with it. I would rather have it in third person. I don't know, for some reason it would be cool to play and to see your character, but depends from them how they want to approach this game. You know, it's a hard decision. You have to base your whole game and the concept of your game and the direction of your game based on if your game is in first or third person. But I really enjoy games that are third person, so yeah. But yeah, it is confirmed, somewhat confirmed, that it's going to be in first and third person, so it's either a possibility to switch between them or to have some elements of the game which are going to be played in the first person and some of the elements in third person. For example, Deus Ex, when you're in cover you go into third person, when you're playing you're in first person, so yeah, that's the thing. What do you think about Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer? It's amazing, I love it, I can't wait to play that game. From what country are you? I'm from Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's like middle of Europe. Strange country. There was a war here 20 years ago, maybe you know that country from the books. If you were learning about the war in Bosnia, it was funny. I don't want to talk about that. It's not the concept of this video. So in Cyberpunk, is there going to be a city, an outside wilderness area like in GTA 5? I don't know, because they really want to make Night City as it is. It's going to be a huge city, so I'm guessing you're going to have different areas of the city, some which have those huge buildings, some that don't, but it will be cool to have some area around town. Are they going to go too far into it? I have no idea, but even in Deus Ex, you were in the city, like, whole damn time. You were surrounded by buildings, and it was still cool, so yeah, we could have something like it. It depends on the transportation as well. They did, you know, say something about cars in this game. We need to have some sort of transportation in this game. Now, how it's going to look like, I have no idea. I doubt we're going to have Roach. Maybe if we get a car and we have a chance to customize it, I'm going to call it Roach. Let's see. Okay. I hope the character creator will be super complex so I can customize everything about my character. Tattoos, scars, hair, color, eye color, everything. Yes, yes, I want that. Even though I don't pay too much attention to like the character creation, I have the general idea on how I want to look like. You know, when you choose a gender, then how you're going to, you know, the hair and everything, but I don't go too far into the character detail and stuff, because usually I'm under some sort of a mask, so depends. Yeah, it would be cool if we were able to customize our weapons and armor to make it, you know, shiny and amazing, and that would be cool. Brr, let's see. You're my favorite person for Cyberpunk news. Thank you so much. Which class are you most interested in solo? Let's see. You're from Poland. I want to go to Poland one day and break into CDPR. I'm kidding. I hope they call me to the head HQ of CDPR one day. That would be so amazing. I would make a whole series of videos around that. Let's see. I would also love if they made it very detailed and full of stuff to loot, just like in Deus Ex. Yes, I can tell you're a huge fan. I'm a huge fan as well, especially the first game and the older games. The latest one was okay in my opinion. Yeah, I want a lot of stuff to loot and to micromanage my character. I'm not really a lot into, you know, face creation and body creation as much as I'm in armors and weapons customization kind of a guy. So yeah, there's a lot of comments here and questions. I'm having a hard time to read through all of them. Again, I will be making more Cyberpunk videos soon, but I think this is a really nice way to go live and to talk about Cyberpunk, so I can engage with my audience and just talk about different stuff that this game could offer. So that's a good thing. And for how long am I going to stream? I don't know. Depends from questions. Depends. I'm tired. You know, I did the first stream that was like an hour. I watched the episode of Twin Peaks and then I started live streaming again. I'm probably going to go and finish, I don't know when, and then go watch some more Twin Peaks because that's amazing. I'm on season 2 because I want to watch that and then go to the season 3, which came out not that long ago. Let's see. For some reason I get more attached to established characters like Geralt than when I'm able to make one up myself. Don't know why. Anyone else? Yeah, it is true. Honestly, when you have a predefined character like Geralt of Rivia with history and everything, it is easier to attach with a character because of course that character has a personality and you can control that personality to a certain extent. But having a game like Cyberpunk where you will probably be able to really be the character and decide for your character and build your character as it is honestly really cool in my opinion. And I'm guessing there are different ways that you connect with your character. If it's predefined, you bond with a character in a way where you love Geralt of Rivia and how he, you know, does business. And on the other hand, when you're creating your own character and playing as you know, alter ego you in a video game, you create this bond which is more personal, and you're basically, it's like you're deciding and not Geralt of Rivia. Because when I'm in The Witcher and when I make a choice, I still say, hey, this is Geralt of Rivia and how he wants to react to a certain situation, while you react in a different way. You can just become entirely evil or really, really good. The CDPR said that they were investors conference, that the start of the marketing campaign will be a surprise. Something awesome. Yeah, so they're really keeping a lot of details for themselves when it comes to this game, and it's usually up to people like us who make, you know, Cyberpunk videos to entertain the audience, to a certain extent we do bring in a lot of people into Cyberpunk 2077. If someone didn't know about it, they know through us, and that's amazing. That's cool. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. I'm a boss. Is gonna play like a task force leader for hunting down psychos in Cyberpunk, like we saw in the trailer. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know if we're going to play as a psycho squad or. Shit, my stream is done. Oh my god. Rest in peace. Okay, the stream is resuming. Hopefully, I have no idea what's going on with the stream. I get these random hiccups every now and then. I'm not using bandwidth. I'm not doing anything. Everything is disconnected. But shit. Hopefully the stream is good now. Hopefully the health of the stream is going to go well, because it can be a problem for the viewers. I'm going to work on it. But yeah, it would be cool to hunt psychos, but those bad ones, those really bad ones, I would go and hunt them. I'm going to wait for this stream to become normal again. My man. Let's see. Is the stream good for you? I have no idea. For me, it's lagging here, but... oh! The stream is good now. Okay, now, let's see what I missed. I made a whole video around other Cyberpunk games, how to prepare for Cyberpunk and games to play while waiting for Cyberpunk 2077. Just type it in on my channel or type it into a search, how to prepare for Cyberpunk 2077. You're going to see my video. You'll have a bunch of movies, anime, TV series, video games that you can watch and play and prepare yourself for Cyberpunk 2077. Ruiner, yeah, I heard about that game. I'm going to make a video about Ruiner soon. I think it's... did I download that game? Oh no, I still have to download Ruiner, but yeah, I will play it. It looks really good. I heard it has an amazing soundtrack. How big the game is going to be? Oof. Well, I'm guessing it's going to be huge. Now, you know, it's always strange. You're gonna have games that will go into 80 gigs of, you know, require 80 gigs of space and that are not that big. And you will have games like The Witcher, which did not require that much. I mean, it did require a lot of space, but not that much. So yeah, I don't know, probably will be a lot of gigs. I would say around 50. I don't know. It depends from developer to developer how they do that. Because I'm not a developer, I have no idea how that works. Let's see. You think this will be a trilogy or just a single story game? I have no idea. I think we could have a Cyberpunk sequel, but let's first see Cyberpunk 2077. The sequel, I'm gonna be a grandpa when we see like a third part of Cyberpunk. You know, it takes a lot of time to develop these games. I would just rather, let's have the first one, see how it goes, and then decide on like the other games. Yeah, it depends from them and how they want to focus on it. Yeah, the stream for me is skipping. It can just stop working, and I'm guessing it's good. Let's see. Yeah, it was lagging for a minute. I just want to play a complete psycho. I wish that would be an opportunity for us to play as a psycho and just make bad choices. Oh, I skipped one question, but I know. Yeah, did you see Young's video about CDPR? Apparently, working at CDPR isn't too good. Yes, I saw a video around that. Oh man, I don't know. Like, there is a possibility that the company grew too fast, too much, and it's really hard for the middle management and for management in general to really appeal to all workers. And yeah, it's really hard for a company that grows so fast. And you have a lot of companies out there that, well, it's not treating your workers as, you know, shit, but, you know, really depends from company to company. Now, I can't tell you 100% how it is to work at CDPR. I never worked there, but, you know, they don't look like a company that is greedy. They definitely don't look like a greedy company. In my opinion, the main problem that could be around CDPR and the workspace is probably the lack of organization when it comes to management and how you manage people in it, rather than just being a greedy company. I just think it's like they need some time to adapt to to their company and how fast it grows and how big it's becoming, rather than just being a greedy company, which I don't think they're a greedy company at all. From what we've been getting, they're a really good company. It invests a lot into their games, and I don't know. So probably just organizational problems rather than just being a greedy company. What do you think about Red Dead Redemption? Am I going to play it? Yes, I'm going to play it once it's out. Did they move that game to 2018 or something like that? I have no idea. There's so many news coming out, it's insane. But yeah, I will be playing Red Dead Redemption. It's an amazing game. Character creation, I already talked about it. Savoy, I have no idea, but my assumption it's going to rely heavily on the character creation and development. We could even have a predefined character, but I don't think. I would rather think that this game is going to give you an opportunity to create your character rather than giving you a predefined character. Let's see. Cyberpunk 2077 is technically the 4th edition of Cyberpunk RPG, just in a video game form. Yeah, that's a really good thing to say. Yeah, it is, because we do have the tabletop RPGs, and now we have Cyberpunk 2077 in a video game form. All right, let's see. Does anyone know good Cyberpunk music? Let me give you a channel for that. I'm not paid to advertise this channel, but my friend that I know is running this channel. It's not Cyberpunk music, it's mostly synth music that you're probably looking for. Probably 80s or 90s. You have Neon Nights. Neon Nights. So N-E-O-N Nights. Neon Nights. So go check that channel out, Neon Nights, and let me give you one more. If I can find it, that would be amazing. Oh man, where is it? I was right there. There is this one channel that I'm subscribed to that gives me an amazing synth music. There is New Retro Wave and there is Neon Nights. If you go to Neon Nights, just write in the comment section below that Last No Meal sent you there. Neon Nights is actually run by one of my friends from Tuzla. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so discussion about CDPR and how you would work in that company is still going on in the chat. So yeah, if there was a major problem with the company, you would have a lot more people discuss the company in public, and you would know more about it. So again, you cannot please anyone. You will have problems like that. So yeah, really depends. Like Poland is, from what I've heard, you know, a lot of people are complaining working in Poland. I don't know. It's a nice country in my opinion. It has problems. My country has problems. You know, a lot of people that work in my country that are from other normal countries have problems with it, and I completely agree. Can you go in depth about those big corporations in Cyberpunk? I can, but I was thinking of going in depth in one of my videos. Talking about big corporations in Cyberpunk in general, you know how corporations work. They basically want power, they want profit, and they want absolute power in, you know, in the city, in the world, generally in that area. So really depends that you know, those big corporations are going to work against regular people. You're no interest to them, basically like rich people are. You know, you're just a normal guy and they're in a big corporation. They can kill you and no one is going to lift a finger. So that's how I see corporations in Cyberpunk 2077. I will make a video about it. I want to prepare a lot more for it, to read more about corporations so I can script my video and talk. But yeah, I will make a video about it. Don't worry around that. Did I just wink at you? Let's see. Yes, Deus Ex has a really good ambient music. Coffee! I would love to have some coffee, but this mug is not empty, hey! I do have some tea. It's too late for coffee. If I drank coffee, I wouldn't sleep the entire night. There's a Blade Runner anime coming out. What? Is it an official Blade Runner anime, or is it based on Blade Runner anime? Like, what? Is it based on Blade Runner, or is it Blade Runner? I'm hearing about it for the first time. Well, yeah. Whew, we've been streaming for 58 minutes and I didn't even play an ad. I get so much into these into these questions. There is an option to play an ad. I do it sometimes. But yeah. Anyway, there's also an opportunity for you to donate to the channel if you want to support these streams, if you want me to continue making these streams and to support the channel in general. I left you a link down below in the description. You can donate if you want, depends on you. It took me 1 hour to mention that. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, Bronson H Mega Corporation would be a 10-minute video. Yes, it would. There's so much stuff to talk about. I would rather make one bigger video where I'm going to talk about different corporations and, you know, talk more about them, like in depth when I have more information. But so far, we'll see. Okay. I know this is a really off-topic question, but I wanted to ask if you watched some of the Omchos. He's a Boston YouTuber as well. He's pretty funny. I'm Croatia, by the way. Oh, hey man, what's up? I didn't know you were from Croatia. Yeah, I watched his videos. I don't know, he can be funny. I don't know. I didn't want to record videos in my language because of the YouTube scene in general. I'm not happy with the YouTube scene on Balkans. You cannot really focus on a certain topic like you can if you're targeting an entire world like I am, talking in English. So I wouldn't be able to talk about Cyberpunk as much if I talked in my language. So yeah. But yeah, I watched his videos. They're funny. I don't know. He is funny, but oh, let's see. Official Blade Runner anime. Ooh, that's cool. I can't wait to watch that. I heard the guy who did Cowboy Bebop is making... Really? Oh. That's gonna be a... Shit. I'm gonna watch that. Since The Witcher 3 was so successful, do you think Cyberpunk will be a copy and paste just with a bigger map and several classes? No, I don't think so. I think that CDPR is investing a lot more time and efforts into it to really make it as its own game. Now, I need to see more to confirm my theory on this, but, you know, knowing CDPR in general, I don't think they're going to basically just copy and paste something. They're going to work a lot more on it. Yeah, we'll need to wait and see how that's going to work. Huh. Oh, there was a lot of questions. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 1 minute. Oh my god. We have a lot of people tuning in right now. Welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in right now, welcome to the stream. I don't know for how long am I going to stream. I am tired a bit. I want to just relax and watch some Twin Peaks. I love that show. We need to wait and see for how long am I going to stream. Do you have any more questions, by the way? You can ask me. Ooh, let's have a break a bit from Cyberpunk. Let's see what else can we talk about. You can ask me anything you want, but if you want to talk about Cyberpunk, you can talk about Cyberpunk. I'm looking at the news about Cyberpunk constantly, guys. It's so hard to find more info about this game. But making a video about megacorporations is probably going to be a good idea, and I can't wait to start working on it. Okay. Oh, you subbed to Neon Knights. Trust me, it's a good channel. I've been listening. I was listening to their music the entire day. It's so cool when you like put it on as an ambient music. It's amazing. Synth music in general is great. CDPR should invite you over to try out the game and make an official hype man for the game. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine that. Oh, if only CDPR would invite me to their HQ in Poland, that would be so cool. Maybe one day it happens. I'm still a small channel. Maybe if I was bigger, I would get a chance to do that. You know, depends. We'll see. What do you think about Shadow of War? Oh, it's a nice game, honestly. Nice game in general. Since I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth, I watched Lord of the Rings so many times. Having a new game like that is always a welcoming thing, and it's good. Got a theory. Let's see. The chances are they may start the marketing the same date as the premiere of the new Blade Runner, since they mentioned the first Blade Runner movie so much when they first announced the game. I don't know. It would be cool, but the chances of that happening are really slim. We'll see. If you started doing YouTube as a Balkan YouTuber, then people would only watch you if you did FIFA or GTA videos. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be able to talk about Cyberpunk as a Balkan YouTuber. That's why I don't do it. I did make some videos in my language, but I quit that idea a long time ago. I just want to focus on this channel and people that have been subscribed to this channel since but if you're new to this channel, welcome. I do a lot of Cyberpunk Witcher videos, RPG in general. Let's see. Oh my god, how's the music going? This is the only music I could find which is like monetization friendly. Okay. I'm probably going to talk with the guy who runs Neo Knights and try to ask him if he gives me the rights to use that music in my next Cyberpunk videos. Because when I'm talking about Cyberpunk, I really want to include the music which is, you know, connected with Cyberpunk, which is synth music. So that's amazing. That's great. That's great. Oh, I won Decker's coat in. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. It is so hard. There's so many questions. But I don't want to go too long into this stream. It is almost 11 p.m. in my country. So yeah, I don't want to go too long into this. This stream is going to be available for viewage after I'm done streaming. As soon as the process is done, I'm going to release it so you can go and watch it if you missed it. Did I miss anything? Trying to find. Hey, what's up? Oh, you have to go, Gandalf. Okay, my man, thank you so much for joining to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. We have a lot of people tuning in right now. Well, well, that's funny because I'm going to end the stream soon. But yeah, as I said, it's going to be available. You can see it after I'm done. I'm going to release it, as I said, as soon as the process is done. So don't worry about that. Hopefully it's not going to lag anymore. Now the future streams, I'm going to play some games. As soon as I get faster upload, I'm going to work on live streaming some games. Probably going to be something like The Witcher or Gothic, who knows. I actually tried. I did a test stream for Gothic. It didn't go so well. I couldn't make it to work, the stream. Since it's such an old game, it's really hard to make that game work. Okay, a lot of people have to go. Thank you all for joining to the stream. I'm probably going to end it soon. There was a lot of things we talked about. So obviously, as we get more information about Cyberpunk, I'm going to make more streams like this where I'm going to talk about different topics. It's amazing to have an opportunity to connect with my audience and to talk about live things that I would love to talk about. Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm glad that more and more people are getting invested in this game. It's going to be a top thing once the game comes out, when it comes out. But again, all of the info, you're gonna have it on this channel, and it's going to be amazing. Also, I will need moderators for the chat in the next, couple of live streams. So you can just tell me on Twitter at last known meal. So at last known meal, tell me on Twitter, send me a message, tweet to me if you want to be a moderator. I think there was some people that said they want to moderate the chat, but I forgot about it. I need to make a list. But yeah, I will make an official announcement on that once I do it. Okay, guys, so I'm probably going to end the stream here. We talked about Cyberpunk. It was an amazing stream, an amazing hour of amazing discussion. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to stay up to date on Cyberpunk. If you know something, tweet at last known meal, and we can talk about it more there. And that's it. Last Meal signing out. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, I guess. Now the only thing I need to work here is how to end the stream. I was thinking of playing the trailer, which I'm probably going to do to end the stream, because I have problems with the OBS Studio when I'm trying to end the stream. For some reason it ends the stream on a in a very bad place. So I don't know why that is happening, but still, let me just do this. Media source, yeah, working live is really hard. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Last Moon signing out, and stay classy, everyone. Bye bye.